The new Modern Warfare 3 Season 3 Reloaded update just went live, and we're going to be going over all of the patch notes associated with the new 1.43 update. If you guys want to stay up to date, feel free. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. We're dropping some class setups on all the weapons that got buffed, as well as the new DLC weapons that were added as well. Let's go ahead and discuss all the information. And like usual, after the video, let me know down in the comment section if you guys think this update is a massive W or a complete L. Now, obviously, May 1st, the update just went live at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. We're going to have access to all of the DLC weapons as well as the weapon balancing. We have new maps, Grime, and Checkpoint. We have a new weapon, the BAL-27, and we have a number of aftermarket parts coming to the game. The Jack Warden, which is pretty much going to be the Akimbo Model 1887s. We have the Jack Patriot, which is going to be the full auto M16, as well as the Jack Atlas on the AMR-9, which is going to transform this into a 5-round burst assault rifle, which is actually quite crazy. Let's jump right over to the weapon balance, because this is where things actually make sense. Because let's be honest, guys, weapon balance, that's what's gonna be making and breaking updates as far as these, seasonal changes do go. Obviously, DLC weapons are important as well, but hey, the meta is important. This is gonna be pretty interesting here. The UI, this is something that I think a lot of people are gonna skip over, but does make building a class setup a lot easier. Increase the number of allowed favorite attachments from 10 to 30. So now you can kind of have 30 favorite attachments. What I mean by favorite attachments is, let's say you want to build a setup and there is a muzzle or an underbarrel that's kind of far, locked away in the progression category. You can now go ahead and favorite that, so you don't have to waste like 5 minutes looking for it. It's just right there once you do favorite it the first time, which is a massive W. This is how I'm able to kind of organize my setups a lot easier. So I'm glad they went ahead and literally tripled the amount of favorite attachments you can have. That is incredible. Let's go ahead and go over the weapon balance here. So weapon and attachments, the BP-50 assault rifle, they increase hip fire spread minimum from 2.5 to 3. They also increase hip fire spread maximum, and they also increase moving hip fire spread maximum as well. So the BP-50, I'm not even sure what even is this. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think this is. Hip fire spread maximum. So I believe that's going to be a nerf. That's going to be a less accurate hip fire with the BP-50. So they technically nerfed the BP-50, if I'm reading this correctly. But at the same time, hip firing assault rifles is something that I feel like not many of us were doing anyway. Maybe with some of the conversion kits that transform the ARs to submachine guns, but that's only on a handful of weapons. Now they went ahead and did the same thing with the SVA 545. They increased the hip fire spread minimum, increased hip fire spread maximum, and they also increased moving hip fire spread on the SVA 545. These are some things we're never going to notice on both the BP-50 and the SVA 545. So in my personal opinion, these weapons didn't get touched. We're good to go. These are actually some solid choices to use here in multiplayer. Now the RAM-7, increased hip fire spread minimum from 2 to 3. Not a big deal again. Something that we're never going to notice on the assault rifles, because most of these, and 99% of these, are good if you aim down sight. Obviously, it's an assault rifle. Now, the MTZ-556, increase hip fire spread minimum, increase hip fire spread maximum, and also increase moving spread. So again, some changes that realistically are not going to matter on the MTZ-556, and they followed suit on the Holger 556 as well. So the BP-50, the SVA 545, the RAM-7, the MTZ 556 version, and the Holger 556 received nerfs that in all reality don't matter. The same is going to be following suit for the MCW, as well as some changes on the DG58, but they did add minimum damage range, and it's going to be 29 increased to 38.1, and they also decreased minimum damage from 29 to 25. So the DG56 received a nerf and a buff. Honestly, I've not used or got killed by a burst weapon in a very long time. Modern Warfare 3. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys even use these weapons anymore. Every single time they bring in burst weapons in COD, they always get nerfed down to the ground. So, it is what it is. Now, for the FR556, they decreased the aim down sight time from 260 to 250. That's going to be a nice buff. They increased aim down sight movement speed from 2.7 to 2.9, and they also increased bullet velocity from 680 to 720. So the FR556 might actually be worth going ahead and using again. This weapon received a massive, and I mean a massive, nerf when the game first came out. It was a top weapon. Then they went ahead and completely killed it. Let's go ahead and see if this is actually viable here in Modern Warfare 3 Season 3 Reloaded. They also made a bunch of changes to specific attachments on this weapon as well. For the FR Longbore, the FR 435 barrel, they also adjust the Mini More barrel, the Sprinter stock, the Recon stock pad, the FR Anchor comb. They went ahead and adjusted the FR Ton 618 comb, the Giga comb, the rear grip. They buffed the 45 round magazine on here, allowing us to have more movement speed and aim down sight speed, and the 60 round mag as well. So the FR556 actually might be valid because they went ahead and sped up a lot of the actions you can do with this weapon, as well as they increased the aim down sight speed, as well as its, I should say, minimum damage range. This actually might be valid to go ahead and use. So many FR556 attachments have been reworked to increase their appeal. Oh my gosh, their appeal. It's early in the morning, and the overall viability of the weapon. That's going to be a massive W. Now we have a Modern Warfare 2 weapon, actually a couple Modern Warfare 2 weapons here. The Lockman 762, they increase maximum damage range from 19.3 to 30.5. That's a massive buff. Increase near medium damage range from 37.1 to 43.2, and they also increase medium damage range from 48 to 55. That's a huge buff for this weapon. And the M13C, increase maximum damage range from 17.8 to 25.4, increase near medium damage from 27 to 28, increase near medium damage range from 33.5 to 39.4, and they also adjusted the increased leg and foot damage multiplier from 0.88x to 1x. So another buff for the M13C. This is actually quite nice. Now we're going to talk about some of the battle rifles here. The SOA Subverter, they added near medium damage range, 33 to 38. This is going to be a huge addition for this, and they decreased minimum damage from 33 to 26. We're probably, oh god, the SOA Subverter is now a 6-shot kill within the minimum damage range. Oh gosh, that's yikes. MTT 762 decreased aim down sight time from 280 to 260. And for the Jack Thunder LMG kit, decreased aim down sight time benefit by 20 milliseconds. The F-Tac Recon, the Modern Warfare 2 weapon, oh my gosh, increased minimum damage from 45 to 50. Within its maximum damage range, the F-Tac Recon is now a guaranteed 3-shot kill or 2-shot kill to the head. This is a massive buff for the F-Tac Recon. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this a try this season. They also increased the fire rate, the full auto version, increased upper torso, arm, and hand damage multipliers from 1 to 1.x. Within its near medium damage range, the F-Tac Recon full auto, 3-shot kill within the 1 to the head and 2 to the upper chest, or the upper torso, excuse me. This is actually gonna be a quite significant change for the full auto F-Tac Recon. So now we also have adjustments to the SO14. They increased the maximum damage range from 46 to 50. They increased the near medium damage from 35 to 46. They increased medium damage range from 32 to 40. And they also increased medium damage, minimum damage, excuse me, from 30 to 38. Within its maximum damage range, the SO14 is now a consistent 3-shot kill. Huge. As well as the full auto mode, they went ahead and decreased the sprint to fire time, they decreased the aim down sight time, and they went ahead and also decreased torso, leg, hand, and arm multipliers on this weapon. So full auto is probably viable, but semi-automatic, typically that's going to be the way to go for these battle rifles. Let's go ahead and talk about the submachine guns, the Ram 9. They increased horizontal recoil from 16.9 to 17.6. Damn. Increased vertical recoil from 42 to 44. Damn. Decreased maximum damage range from 12.7 to 11.2. Damn, they nerfed the Ram 9. But again, wait, hey, look, I called it. I called it. The AMR9 received a buff. What did I say last video? I called it. Increased near medium damage range from 25 to 29. Increased medium damage from 23 to 24. Increased minimum damage from 21 to 22. Increased lower arm and hand damage multipliers from 1 to 1.1x. I called it, y'all. They buffed the AMR9 in preparation for that conversion kit. The HRM9 increased medium damage from 30.5 to 33. HRM9 received a buff. Oh gosh. WSP9 decreased sprint to fire time from 110 to 65. That's a buff in WSP9. And the Swarm decreased maximum damage range from 6.9 to 5.6. Damn, WSP Swarm received a nerf. But the AMR9, the HRM9, and the WSP9 all received buffs, which is going to be a massive W. I cannot wait to go ahead and get my hands on these weapons, man. I'm going to be jumping on the HRM9 and the AMR9 bandwagon ASAP. So for the shotguns, we have the KV broadside. They remove the aim down sight spread, decrease hip fire spread penalty. They also muzzle attachments can now be equipped. That's for the jawbreaker, excuse me. That's going to be the conversion kit. So that's going to be just the specific changes for the conversion kit. Okay. Riveter, decrease aim down sight spread by 10%. Decreased spread while aiming down sight allows a more consistent 3-shot kill within the Riveter's medium damage range. They also adjust the gauge ball ammunition of the Riveter. For the light machine gun, the GG58, decreased horizontal recoil control. Okay, decreased horizontal recoil, excuse me. So they went ahead and buffed it from 7.28 to 6.38. That's going to be really important. Decreased vertical recoil. They increased minimum damage. They also increased torso, arm, and hand multipliers. Within the DG58 LSW, a 4-shot kill is not possible if 2 shots hit the torso. Badass. Tac Eradicator, decreased sprint to fire time, and decreased aim down sight time. Good buff. Ogre 26, increased neck damage multiplier. Good buff. The MTZ Interceptor, decreased maximum damage range from 38 to... Why are they nerfing the MTZ? Nobody uses this. The Interceptor. The Moors, increased aim down sight time. Damn it. Decreased lower leg, foot. Damn it. While equipped, the anti-material slug ammunition, the Moors can no longer one-shot to the lower leg. Man. Come on, man. Now we have the handguns. Core 45, they increased movement speed. That's a buff. Renetti, increased movement speed. That's a buff. TYR, increased movement speed. That's a buff. Stinger, increased the movement speed. They increased movement speed on all the pistols. Holy shit. That's actually insane. And some of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons as well. The .50, the P890, the X12, the Basilisk, the FTAC Siege, as well as the GS Magna and the Daemon. And they also went ahead and removed some of the penalties on the Daemon as well for the Kimbo versions. So that's pretty cool. Melee weapons, decreased standing lunge distance. So thank God. So the Gladiator is not overpowered. This is gonna be really, really important, man. They adjusted some of the perks. None of these that are important got touched. Fantastic. These are going to be all the changes made within the Modern Warfare 3 Season 3 Reloaded update. Honestly, for the most part, I think this is overall a massive W. They nerfed weapons that, well, realistically, the changes aren't really impacting them. So that's a W. And the weapons that got buffed all definitely needed the buff, like the AMR9 and some of the other battle rifles. So if you guys agree and are excited to jump into the game, make sure you drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and as always, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of the changes made. Let's get into Season 3, y'all.